अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मैं हूं तनवीर एआई वाला और मेरा ताल्लुक पंजाब के ज़िला बहावलपुर के कड़वाई गांव से है और करंटली मैं रेहान कॉलेज मुनव्वर कैंपस में स्टूडेंट हूं। तो आज के जो हमारा टॉपिक है जिस पर हम चैट जीपीटी से सेशन करेंगे, डिस्कशन करेंगे, वो है हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई अवॉर्ड टू एक्स पॉजिटिविटी। तो चलते हैं अपने टॉपिक की तरफ एंड चैट जीपीटी की तरफ। So ChatGPT, my first question: what is the tax positivity and how is it different from healthy appointments?
Sure. Toxic positivity refers to the overgeneralization of a happy, optimistic state where negative emotions are suppressed or ignored. It often involves insisting that people always maintain a positive attitude, even when they're dealing with difficult or painful situations. On the other hand, healthy openness means acknowledging and validating all emotions, including the negative ones. It encourages people to express and process their feelings in a balanced way, ultimately leading to healthier mental well being.
Okay, my next question: what are common signs that someone is using tax uh, positivity?
Yeah, definitely. Some common signs include things like dismissing or minimizing someone's struggles by saying things like, just stay positive, or it could be worse. Another sign is pushing someone to be happy or grateful even when they're in pain. Also, a lack of empathy or invalidation of real emotions is pretty common. It can feel like emotions are being brushed aside or that you're not allowed to feel anything but positive.
Okay, my next question: why do people often feel pressure to stay positive even in difficult situations?
Yeah, that's a great question. Often people feel pressured to stay positive because of societal norms or cultural expectations that value optimism. Sometimes there's a fear of being seen as negative or a burden to others. There's also this idea that maintaining positivity can help with resilience or even improve outcomes. And sometimes people just want to protect themselves or others from feeling overwhelmed by negative emotions. It can definitely come from a good place, but it can also be a bit problematic.
Okay, my next question: how can toxic positivity invalidate real emotions?
Yeah, definitely. When we focus too much on toxic positivity, it can invalidate real emotions by making people feel like their struggles aren't acceptable or that they're not allowed to express them. It can create a sense of shame or guilt for feeling anything other than positive. Over time, that can lead to suppressed feelings, increased stress, and even a sense of isolation because people might not feel understood or supported.
Okay, my next question: what pressures or comments are example of toxic positivity?
Yeah, absolutely. Some common examples would be phrases like, just look on the bright side, or everything happens for a reason, even when someone is going through something tough. Other examples include just stay positive or good vibes only. And sometimes even saying things like, don't worry, be happy can come off of this toxic positivity. It's all about that pressure to remain upbeat, even when it's not really appropriate.
Okay, next question: how does toxic positivity impact mental health?
Yeah, it can have quite a few impacts. For one, it can lead to feelings of isolation or loneliness because people might not feel comfortable sharing their true emotions. It can also cause increased stress or anxiety as people might suppress their negative feelings instead of dealing with them. Over time, that suppression can contribute to burnout or even depression. It also makes it harder to build genuine connections because authentic emotional expression is kind of key to that. Overall, it really can undermine mental well-being in the long run.
Okay, next question: why is it important to acknowledge the negative emotions?
That's a really important point. Acknowledging negative emotions is crucial because it helps us process and understand what we're feeling, which is essential for mental health. It allows us to address and work through those feelings rather than letting them build up and cause more stress or anxiety. It also helps build resilience and emotional intelligence, and it strengthens our relationships because we can be more genuine and supportive. Ultimately, it leads to healthier coping mechanisms and a more balanced mindset.
Okay, next question. When someone give us all a positive but uh, unhelpful advice.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes people give advice like just think positively, or it could be worse without really considering the context or the person's feelings. This kind of advice, while well meaning, can sometimes feel dismissive and can leave someone feeling misunderstood or unsupported. It's always important to balance positivity with empathy and validation.
Okay, my next question. What are healthy alternatives to toxic positivity?
Absolutely. Healthy alternatives include things like acknowledging and validating emotions first, letting people know it's okay to feel what they're feeling, encouraging open conversations and active listening is key. You can also offer support by helping someone problem solve or find constructive ways to cope rather than just pushing positivity. And of course, promoting self compassion and mindfulness can help people process their emotions in a healthy, balanced way.
Okay, next question. How can you encourage emotional honesty in your relationship?
Yeah, encouraging emotional honesty definitely starts with creating a safe and non judgmental space. That means actively listening without interrupting or immediately offering solutions. It also helps to validate each other's feelings. Great ways
Okay, so how do culture expectations tax positivity?
Yeah, that's a great question. Cultivating realistic expectations, being mindful and compassionate with yourself, and set expectations based on real goals and honest. It also means being open to and adapting as things is key to, like checking in with others about what's not, and empathy and self-awareness.
Okay, how can workplace intentionally positivity?
Yeah, promoting place definitely starts with foster that can include encouraging, recognizing and celebrating achievements and constructive feedback. A space where everyone feels valued, work-life balance and promoting well resources or help create a more positive environment. Building trust, empathy, and a
Okay, next question. What role does social media play in creating toxic positivity standard?
absolutely social media. It often amplifies this aspects, leading to this curated, often unrealistic portrayal of happiness. This can create a sense of comparison and even inadequacy, as people might feel like their own struggles don't measure up. Also, social media algorithms tend to promote content that's idealized, which can reinforce that standard. It's definitely something mindful of and find balance with.
When you are being to yourself.
I appreciate that. I'm always here to help. any other questions or it's just
Okay, next question. What's the difference between sportive and positivity?
great question. Absolutely. Supportive generally means bring empathy, understanding, and encourage trying to fix everything. It's more about validating someone's feelings. On the other hand, toxic positivity becomes dismissive of negative emotions, stay positive at all costs, and often ignore or minimize genuine struggles. So the key about balance and validation.
So guys, ये थे हमारे तो उम्मीद है आपको काफी मिली होंगी। तो मिलते हैं साथ अपना ख्याल रखने के लिए अल्लाह